Hey guys, hope you're having a nice day, and it's time to play Li-Ming at the haunted mines. Yes. So Li-Ming is actually quite good. I tried out this new, well, not new, but I never really went for this whole Cannoneer build. And I tried it, and it's ridiculously strong. So we're gonna go ahead and do just that. Let's pick up Force Armor, gonna help us survive Genji a little bit. Even, like, especially if he goes for something like Dragon Blade. Also we can survive his Shurikens a little bit. Kerrigan helps versus that. Her Q does a lot of damage. Her stuns do a lot of damage. Death Scroll from Arthas is also kind of a threat, so Force Armor just makes so much sense. And it kind of makes sense with this whole build, because with the Cannoneer build you will be more or less in melee range, so you kind of want some survivability. As much survivability as you can get on Li-Ming, because of how much damage you usually will be taking. Like, you will always be under threat. Good shield by Zarya. She kind of, like, that was, I had to follow up that, right? So she used her shield thing, and she got guaranteed energy. Sadly, Raynor died to D.Va somehow. Oh, I guess Kerrigan helped with the gank. Not much you can do about that. So maybe she would have been flanking here, we would have caught her with our arcane orb. Didn't really happen, but good try nonetheless.
Why not?
So when running this build, like, I don't know, like when playing Li-Ming, just in general, you want to kind of make sure that you are, I don't know, landing your skill shots, so to say, because, like, she isn't really mana hungry, but if you keep missing everything, first of all, you aren't getting your value, like, you aren't pressuring the enemy team, and second of all, eventually you will run out of mana, especially if you don't go for the Astral Presence. You will run out of mana really damn fast. So making sure that you are mana efficient is quite important on Li-Ming, I feel like. Damn it. I didn't have Arcane Orb, sadly. I kind of wasted it using it after we killed Arthas, I think. After we... No, not Arthas. Yeah, Arthas. After we killed Arthas, I kind of wasted it using it in point-blank range. Like, the way an Arcane Orb works is it scales with damage the longer it travels. By the way, we will be able to kill Genji eventually. After we kind of finish our build more or less. We will be able to duel Genji, and not only duel him, but kill him straight up. If he engages us, he's gonna die. Much like Tracers, like, so this is what this build is especially great against those dive heroes, those squishy dive heroes that try to kill you. Or somebody like Vala, for example, that's also kind of good. So at level 4, Charge Blast or Dominance, in my opinion. Charge Blast if you want, like, that extra spike of damage, but obviously Dominance is a solid choice, because not only it plays into your survivability, because, wow, this Raynor just dies all the time. Not only it plays into your survivability because you regenerate more health, so you alleviate some pressure from your healers, you get some good health back, it's always a good idea, but also it kind of feeds into your damage output, because not, like, because the fact that you can regen health really means only that you can now apply... Wow, that was a mess up by Genji. They will get a huge golem though. This means that you can play a lot more aggressive while getting those resets, because previously, even if you were getting just chain resets all the time, your health bar would remain the same, so in the middle of you trying to kill everyone on the enemy team, you would also die. Like, they had the opportunity to kill you, but with Dominance, there is almost no way that the enemy team can kill you, so long as you are properly chaining your cooldowns. Probably get out of there. So basically, I feel like what's happening here is Raynor plays way too aggressive versus Kerrigan, and he is one of the easier heroes to kill as Kerrigan. He is very static. So obviously she gets... Kerrigan just plays really well, kind of plays really well versus Raynor. She puts a lot of pressure on him, and that's exactly what you want to be doing. Also, I have no idea why we are not killing this boss, and instead are just, like, running around D.Va. Li-Ming is also kind of good versus versus Diva, because when Diva emerges from her mech, it's very predictable where the pilot will be after the mech is destroyed, so you can kind of guide your skills a little bit better. I'm not sure that killing the mech gives you a reset though, but it seems like that's something that you would expect to happen. But look at those chain kills, I mean, man, like Li-Ming just can be ridiculously good. She needs a little bit of setup from your team, because she can definitely... Like, people are much better at dealing with Li-Ming than they were, like, before. Like, everyone kind of knows how the orbs work, everyone kind of knows how to dodge the magic missiles properly, and you kind of need to play around that a little bit, so... Unless you can do that, unless you can properly predict the passing of your enemies, if you don't have some setup from your team, it's really hard to land your skill shots as Li-Ming. And not to mention that she kind of falls off on certain maps that involve, good job by Genji, that involve some sort of minion mechanic, like for example on Infernal Shrines. Li-Ming kind of struggles because there are lots of, during those shrine phases, there are lots of minions that block lots of skill shots from Li-Ming, and obviously you don't want that. Oh man, I wish you engaged me, that way I would have killed the mech and I would have checked whether you actually get the resets on your abilities when the mech dies. Because I feel like you should be getting, right? Because that's half a kill. Because if it doesn't work that way, this means that the game is kind of inconsistent, because why then you get the resets when you kill, let's say, Murky? But at the same time, when you kill the Abyssur Ultimate Evolution, you also don't get the resets, as far as I remember at least. So I'm not sure. Good try by Kerrigan, but I kind of managed to juke that. That's a very aggressive play by Zarya. If we had some sort of a tank with us right now, we could have killed her. Like if we had Arthas here, I mean, yeah, that aggression should have been punished, but we didn't have anybody on our team on that side to actually punish. On my way, just kill him. Come on, this is Arthas. Like, the good thing about Arthas is that he has kind of a lower health pool, but like, he is an armor tank, right? So as Li-Ming, you definitely have an easy time dealing with him, so long as he doesn't have his Legion of Northrend or his level 20 talent with magical damage absorption. Damn, Genji is just killing our team. So the reason we went Wave of Force, by the way, for this build in particular, is because we want to proc Cannoneer as much as possible, and Wave of Force definitely plays a lot better into that than the Disintegrate. And even more to the point, I feel like Wave of Force is like the primary ability for Li-Ming, primary heroic for Li-Ming anyway, because of her trait. Like, you casting multiple Disintegrates isn't as important as casting... Well, let's nerf that, I guess. Oh man, if we could snipe that Arthas though, that would have been so nice. I need to get out now. I feel like this Kerrigan will just kill me though. Come on, get out, Li-Ming. You can do this, friend. You can do this. Yep, there we go. Dodge the combo. If you land a stun... Oh no, good job by Kerrigan. Well played. But we still got a kill. That was okay. That was a Syndrome awesome. Maybe we can push a fort in now? Try to get the value from it? No, the fort wasn't disabled. I mean, we disabled one of the towers, so maybe we can get something done here. But that was kind of a bad... I guess that was a bad positioning by me during that whole team fight in the mines. I was kind of threatened, so I wasn't able to achieve much. Okay, yeah, so killing the mech definitely does not give you a reset. Man, if I wish I had my Cannoneer, we would have done so much damage to that Genji. Because the good part about Cannoneer too is that it scales with your ability power. Because your next basic attack, like full-on, does magic damage. Whereas, for example, Chromie, with the Bronze Talons, she actually does physical damage. So, as Li-Ming, with Cannoneer you actually have easier time dealing with archers than Chromie would have with the Bronze Talons. Even though the abilities are kind of the same, you probably shouldn't do that as archers, by the way. Like, that's extra damage, but it's not worth it. It's better to save up the root for when you can maybe turn around on a kill or something like that. Like right here, if he... I mean, we wouldn't have been able to root archers there, but if something like that, if somebody overextended, archers could have been able to punish them. So that was kind of a mistake, but now we have our Cannoneer, and this is kind of the power spike for this build. Now we want to be just chaining our abilities as much as we can. Like, look at this. This is insane. Oh no, the D.Va! Wow, that was well played by D.Va. Very well played by D.Va. Her E ability, she completely prevented any damage that I was doing there. We could have killed Zarya so much easier. We would have been... Maybe we wouldn't have even lost Raynor there. I don't know when he died. I was kind of busy spamming my abilities. But yeah, that could have meant a little bit better. Well played by her, that's for sure. She uses that damage mitigation tool, 75% less damage done for when you are inside that whole glow thing. I don't know how else to describe it. Also, Cannoneer kind of makes you decent at pushing things, because you do extra damage. And at level 20, like the best, probably my favorite part about this build in particular is that you can go for Rasha's elements. And I prefer it over repulsion, kind of. Unless you really want that knockback distance on repulsion. With Rasha's elements, you actually improve the damage of your Cannoneer. And that's obviously something you are looking for here. We are basically trying to do as much damage as we can, being positioned as aggressive as we can. At level 16, we probably gonna pick up Diamond Skin. We are getting focused quite a lot this game, and preventing a kill from somebody like Genji. Like, if we fall to kind of lower health, Genji can just jump on us, dash us, and kill us. So we definitely want to prevent that as much as we can. So also the other good part about Cannoneer is that it actually does not get blocked. I could have played that a little bit better. We could have killed the... We could have killed somebody there. Oh no, she has the dash. I don't remember what I was saying there. Yeah, I could have prevented D.Va from going into her mech by using my Wave of Force, but I was kind of hesitant in doing so, which was my bad. But as you can see, I feel like this build is super great. Also, it makes Li-Ming a little bit more consistent, whereas with other builds, you're very reliant on hitting all of your skill shots, but with the Cannoneer, it kind of has the same effect as it does for Chromie with the Bronze Talons. Again, I'm mentioning that because they work really similar. Because on Chromie, you are very dependent on whether or not you hit your skill shots. So getting some consistent damage with the Bronze Talons, it works also really well for Li-Ming in that regard. So, I mean, this is probably my favorite build on her right now. Because I wasn't, like, lately, I wasn't really a big fan of Li-Ming. But after I tried this build, it has been working really damn well. So since we seem to have enough damage too, to kill things, so I don't feel the need to go for extra damage, although it would definitely be helpful. Also, what would have been helpful to have some oh no, damn it, to have some mana right now, because I can't really... Well played team though. Even though I was basically useless for that whole fight, I didn't have any mana. Also, when you get rooted, I got rooted by archers, so you can't use your teleport too. I wasn't really able to secure a kill that well. But yeah, because I didn't have any mana, that was a really position to be in as Li-Ming. I made a mistake, even staying there. I should have went back and regened. I mean, you're literally, like, you're a mage primarily, right? So you need that mana. So that was my bad. Also, Calamity, probably my favorite talent on Li-Ming. it allows you to secure kills. That's 500 damage, just instant burst damage. It's really damn good. Okay, can we clear this faster maybe? So yeah, we went for diamond skin. I'm a little bit afraid because we don't have a support, we don't have anybody who can necessarily peel for us, as well as Lara, for example, does for the enemy team, because she uses her shield, she saves her teammates. That's pretty damn good stuff. I can actually do this there, and you can push that full maxing because it's still considered a hero. Well played, Genji. Oh, we don't have any follow-up. That's a very good play by D.Va. Again, I wasn't really able to do much damage there. But what I can do is harass the enemy team as much as I can. And this D.Va, this Zarya is actually dead now. I'm also probably dead. Well, the way I played that, I'm definitely dead. I should have blinked out of the Kerrigan's range instead of trying to kill her, but there were so many people around Kerrigan, and I'm pretty sure that she went for aggressive defense. Yeah, so there were so many targets for Maelstrom to hit that it wouldn't have mattered how much damage I would have dealt to her, she would have survived. So I should have blinked out of the range, of Kerrigan's range, instead of blinking into her and trying to kill her with my teleport, with my Calamity. But I mean, I feel like this is great, this is good stats. And we were able to kind of deal with those dives on us, with Kerrigan jumping on us. We killed her before this particular engage, so that worked kind of well. This is honestly my favorite build on Li-Ming right now, and I strongly recommend at least trying it, because it's so damn great. Like, it just adds more consistency to your play. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it. So if you enjoyed the video, guys, consider subscribing, and as always, thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.